Alright, for this video we're going to do 12-3 Form G. Right now I just have numbers 4 and 5, so we'll hit those two. So if we take a look at number 4, the first one, A and B are both inscribed angles that they need us to find. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the angle that creates angle A, and that tells me that I create an arc that is 42 degrees. So the rule is take half of that measurement, so half of 42 is 21. So angle A is 21. I'm going to do the same thing for angle B. I'm going to trace angle B, or the two chords that make angle B, and that creates an arc that is 84 degrees. Alright, well if I take 84 and cut that in half, that tells me that angle B is 42 degrees. Now the hard part's finding C. C is not a direct application of any theorem from chapter 12.3. It actually requires previous knowledge. So the first thing is, we do have a triangle here. Alright, so a triangle has 180 degrees in it. So if I add 21 and 42, that gives me 63. If I subtract 63 from 180, that tells me that this measurement is 117 degrees. So if that's 117 degrees, that is a vertical angle with angle C. So angle C is also 117 because they're vertical angles after I use the triangle angle sum theorem to find that missing third angle there. Number 5. For this one, the way I started this was I looked at the fact that the inscribed figure is a quadrilateral, and we were told in our notes that if you have a quadrilateral inscribed in a circle, then you know that the opposite angles are supplementary. Okay? So in this case, if I take angle A, opposite of it is 87 degrees. Well, if I take 87 and subtract from it 108 or 80 degrees, subtract from 87, that tells me that this measurement is 93 degrees. Okay? So that actually helps me out in a big way. I got to find now arc B and arc C. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and figure out what's creating arc B. Arc B starts here at this vertex and wraps around to only here. Well, there is no angle that creates just angle B. However, the angle that creates 78 degrees creates this whole arc. So it's whatever B is plus 36. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double 78. I'm going to multiply it by 2. That gives me this whole arc. So if I take 78 and I multiply it by 2, I get 156. So this whole arc that's been squiggled here is 156 degrees. But I don't want the whole thing. I only want B, which is, I'll do this in red. This is what B is. Well, all I need to do is take my 156 minus from it the 36 that I don't want, and that leaves me with B being 120 degrees. Okay? Now, similarly, I'm going to do the same thing for C. Again, there is no angle that makes arc C. Okay? So I need to figure out, all right, well, what angle creates arc C? And it's angle A, but again, it's arc C and 36 degrees. So I'm going to double 93, and that gives me 186. So this whole thing is 186 degrees. Okay? But I don't want 36 of those degrees, so I minus it out, and that leaves me with this arc of C as 150 degrees. Alright, any more questions, shoot me an email. Take care.